Hey y'all, hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shay, and here on the Sunshine channel, we like to do tarot videos and soul care videos to help us navigate this thing we call life and shine a little light. Today's video is going to be a July pick a card reading. So this will cover the first 2 weeks of July from the 1st to the 15th, and then later on in the month, I'll do the 16th through the end of the month, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. To pick a card, allow yourself to relax for up to 30 seconds. Feel free to pause the video to do so. When you're ready, choose with your heart and not your eyes, as your eyes can be deceiving, or ask your spirit guides to help you choose the card for you. The cards go in order from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you feel called to multiple cards, there may be more than one message for you. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, pal number one, welcome to your reading for the first half of July. I should know what month it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. You're going to experience some success for sure. You're going to be rewarded some type of money. Maybe you all will be getting a promotion. Maybe something along the lines of just seeing some growth in a project or a job or something that you are really passionate about or really excited about. You're definitely winning in the first half of July. Some positive changes are coming your way, but I think it's going to start to shake up your relationships a bit. I seen ego and I seen moving too fast, being impulsive in your reading a lot. I think that you are pushing forward, you are making things happen, you are researching, you are moving so fast, but I feel like you're also not keeping in mind those around you and kind of too focused on the material is what I'm hearing. Like too focused on this new reward, too focused on the influx of abundance, too focused on the amount of likes and follows, too focused on the next paycheck. You see what I'm saying? And you're kind of just almost not really focusing on what your purpose is, especially with the Bible Orishas, which is actually the magician in this particular deck. I think that some of you may be healers or tarot readers or anything of that nature in that kind of field, esoteric field. I feel like you may have some sort of gift that you may have started off using to help other people, and it probably still is your intention, but I think as of lately it may have been getting very self-focused or materialistic or just very worried, and I feel the need to tell you to go back to what it is that made you start doing what you're doing. Try to get back to your roots to kind of prevent that friction of purpose or with other people, because I'm definitely seeing a possible breakup or at least some misunderstandings between partners or people that you care about dearly. So let's be careful of that. Let's be very careful with how we talk to people. I feel like there's a chance of a blow up of some sort, so just be very careful about what you say and how you say it to people, or even just be careful of your responses when people blow up on you or when someone feels a type of way, because there's also that with the there's also there with the 5 of air, and I feel the need to say that some of you are going to have an argument about vanity and pride. Again, just get back to your purpose, get back to your humanitarian roots, what it is that you love about it, kind of get back to your emotional side almost and get more connected overall. And so I pulled individual clarifiers because of course it's supposed to be real quick, real easy. I see the 6 of Wands here in your clarifying, so you're definitely going to experience some success and some victory. You're going to be walking on like high ground, and again you're going to get that ego boost. Just make sure that ego boost don't beef your head up a little too much and then you end up losing things. So some of you may be experiencing divorce as well. That's coming up too, so just be very careful about that. I feel like, I don't know, every time I see the 5 of air, I just think of jealousy. I just think of a person who's lurking in the background, and I feel like I just pictured a person being in a relationship with someone who's experiencing a lot of success, and they're not necessarily jealous, but they're kind of jealous of the attention that the thing is getting, if that makes any sense. So make sure you're being really careful about not neglecting those around you, and if you are in a situation where it's kind of inevitable and you're going to break up or you're going to divorce, you guys are going to stop talking or stop being friends or whatever the case may be very reflective, be respectful of how they feel or what's going on. Again, depending on the situation, it's just this person just may not have good intentions, but if they do, just try to be considerate of how they feel. Okay, and then I also pulled a love card just to see one good old swipe what's going to happen. So we got reckless. We got reckless. You see she got a little fireworks there, pow, boom, bow, bang. Acting recklessly, getting lit, highly volatile relationship or personality, use precautions and protection. See? Yep, so there's some type of blow up, and I actually seen this in your clarifying as well earlier. It was a card that didn't come out, but it flipped over, and now that I think back to it, that was another card about a sudden blow up. So just be expecting a possible argument. Be careful about how you talk to people. Be careful about being reckless, or them being reckless. Just kind of just walk lightly, you know, I'm not saying don't be happy for yourself. I'm not saying don't be, you know, be who you are, or if you are someone who's a big character and you like to express yourself, I'm not saying don't do those things. I'm just saying pay attention while you do them, okay? I went ahead and picked one card for the first half of July for you, and this is exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities, okay? The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. So I feel like some of you may be worried about your physical appearance. And I also heard something along the lines of exercising to ease the tension. So if you about to go there, don't go there, and just go like run or something, or go, I don't know, do a push-up. I don't know. Do what you need to do to kind of release that energy. I kept hearing that as I picked up the card. So for some of you, it just may be in order to just kind of relieve the pressure of your situation, of what you're thinking about, of these relationships, so on and so forth. And also for those of you who just want to keep fit. I mean, we've all been stuck in the home for a little while at the time of this. So maybe you just need some time outside of the home. If you increase those energy levels, then you're in a position to manifest. Obviously, you're already manifesting, and a lot of abundance is already coming your way. I think it's just more of a raising your vibration a little more so that you can kind of get that direct connection that you need from the divine, okay? But that is all I'm saying for you, pal number one. Thank you so much for watching. If you resonated with this video or you found it helpful, please like, share, comment, subscribe below. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye. Hey, pal number two, welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. I feel like some of you may be starting over in the beginning of July. Immediately when I saw the Village in reverse, see, look at this card. It's all about ruin. It's all about this horrible, terrible event that like comes and swipes over this town, a fire, you know, some type of other traumatic event. I feel like this card being upside down, it lets me know that things are kind of starting from scratch. Things are starting over. People are trying to heal. People are trying to rest. People are trying to figure out their next move. Things of that nature. And then when I saw it paired with the Fairies and Sylphs card in this deck, it kind of lets me know, or at least that's the message that I heard, was that you're going to have to leave some things behind, whether you want to or not. It's necessary. It's a level of reclusiveness that needs to occur. You need to be alone. You need to kind of work things out, figure things out, or maybe you're being in a position where you're kind of forced to be alone. And I feel like there's also some type of disagreement, some type of communication issues that you're having, a lack in faith in oneself. And I kind of feel the need to tell you that you're covered. So if you are really worried about this situation, or whatever has happened has really failed on you, you're covered, you're fine. It's going to be a little hard right now. You're going to have to really push through. And I mean, it may not be that your world is crashing down. I just think that you're experiencing loss. And I feel like for some of you, it's more so in concept and in mind than it is in physical, like material items. And you had your hopes up about something, or you had your mind set about something, and now you're kind of forced to do it all over again. This is almost like the Tower moment, the Village here. It's like everything just falls apart for no reason, and now you have to kind of start over or rethink things or redo things. But there is hope. There's something that you need to do. There's something that you know you need to do. Staying away from fighting partners, needing to distance yourself from people who lack the ability to communicate. I feel like you may have decided like, okay, I'm going to handle this situation by taking a step back, or maybe doing a little less communication, something of that nature. I feel like you have to stick to it. You can't really switch it up when you want to. This may be a person that you really do need to keep distance with. Now, for others of you, I feel like you may have an opportunity, or you may know that you can start this thing over. Because look, we have the Ace of Fire, we have the Ace of Air. There's a lot of ones. There's a lot of starting from the beginning. You got to stick to what you agreed to do, study, prepare yourself, like pretty much just like fix it. You can fix it. You can do it. You just have to work on it. You have to put your mind to it. And that's where you'll find the resolve that you're looking for. You're a leader. Some of you may be a Leo, some type of fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Definitely a Leo. Some of you may be a Pisces. Because every time I see this card, I think of Pisces. Always dreamy, always creative. But I think that it's just a matter of you really believing in what you want to do and actually sticking to it and not switching your mind up. Okay, so I chose a clarifying card as well as a love clarifying card and just your overall advice for the month. So in your clarifying, we have the 8 of Cups. There we go. We got to leave something behind. We got to leave something or someone behind, darling. They have to go. It no longer fills you up. It no longer does anything for you emotionally. It may not be even here. Like you see with these cups being filled. I just saw a person who went back to something in the hopes that it would kind of fix things or make them feel better. And now they're learning that it doesn't. And now they're kind of just leaving it alone. And again, starting from the beginning. I don't know who that's for, but you may just need to leave something alone, leave someone alone and be okay with it. And don't, really, don't really look back. Take your losses and move around, okay? And in your love area, we have me and my ego. So pride or fear in the way, not contacting you, but thinking of you often, replaying over in mind. See, that kind of makes me think of the person that you have to leave behind, especially with the not contacting you, but thinking of you often. You or someone is wanting the relationship to be a certain way with someone, and it's just not. You know what I mean? And you're just learning that, like, they may consider you, they may think of you, but they don't have the same intentions. They're not trying to put the action behind it. And that's where I think this whole, something mentally, this something you've created in your mind is falling apart comes from for me. Because I feel like you're just learning, like, oh, okay, this is what it is with them. This is what it is with that. I'm gonna just leave it alone. And then the same again with ego. You may be dealing with someone who has a really big ego. Such a big ego. I got a big ego. Okay, I quit. But I feel like some of you may be dealing with somebody who has a really big ego, who has a really big sense of themselves. So I don't really think that they not all that. Like, I can't describe it. Like, I feel like you've beefed them up to be a certain way in your mind. And they're just not. They're not all of that. They aren't. At least not to you. They might be all of that now to their heads or whoever knows them and loves them. But they're not kind-hearted, or they're not the one for you. And then we have Windfall of Abundance for your overall advice card. So we have an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Yes. And that is actually awesome with this Ace of Fire. Ace of Fire is always kind of like you coming into a possible leadership opportunity, and needing to know that you can have the abundance, but you have to work for it. You can't just sit there and abundance falls into your lap. So I feel like the opportunity is going to be presented to you if you really stick your mind to it, if you really work on it, you really study, you really work out all of the kinks, you can make it happen. Like, the abundance is coming to you to assist you. You just have to believe in it and allow it to come into your sphere, Okay, pile number 1, that's all I'm seeing for you. If you resonated with this reading, or if you feel like it just really helped, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. So, things are settling down in the first half of July. I don't know what was going on before. I imagine there was some type of fight. I imagine there was some type of issue, but things are definitely calming down because all 3 of these cards address that. You were probably in an argument. Maybe things were moving really fast. Maybe you were really tired. Maybe you were burnt out. I don't know. I feel like it's a slowdown of energy, some sort of energy. I don't really sense that if it's a relationship, but it could be. But I feel like something has calmed down. I think your life has kind of hit a slow point, but I don't feel that it's a bad thing. The problem is, I feel like under this surface, there might be something going on that you don't know about and that you need to be very precautious of, or at least watching, because I think you think things are chill, but they're not, especially with the 5 of Fire. this is a card of fighting. This is a card of, you know, kind of going back and forth and kind of competing, or kind of fighting off a negative energy, or a person, or whoever the op is, whoever the opposition is. You're trying to fight them off, but now you think everything's cool, and you like, okay, I'm good. And it's not. It may not be something big, but it's definitely not anything that that you should ignore, or you should pretend as though you don't see, if you do end up seeing it or getting a hint of it. Some of you may be settling down. If you were traveling, you may be coming home. Things of that nature. I just feel like it's going to be very calm. I feel like lately you've been working really hard towards something, really hard towards abundance, really hard towards gaining some type of either knowledge, but I feel like, of course, it might be material, especially with these two earth cards here, the 10 of earth and the earth element card. I feel like you may have been working really hard towards a goal, and now you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. And that could be money, that could be customers, that could be likes and shares, that could be, you know, I don't know, whatever you're into, but you're starting to see it. Even if it is just investing in someone, investing your energy and your time, you're seeing, you know what I mean, some fruits of that labor. Maybe things are cool, maybe you guys are working together, but again, be careful with things being under the surface. You might be an earth sign, which is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Maybe not. Maybe that's the person that you're dealing with or the situation that you're in, but this can also talk about a very restricting situation, or a situation that's out of hand. And I feel like overall, I feel like it's no longer out of hand, but I feel like it was, whatever it was. It's kind of like a double-edged sword with this card. So I pulled 3 cards to clarify. One just to clarify overall, one to clarify your love life, and then advice for the month. So we have the King of Cups in reverse. Again, calming spirit, calming emotions, things calming down, feeling better, feeling sweet, feeling kind, feeling given. This could be a person that's in your life that you experience. This could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But all in all, things are calm, but then see how it's in reverse? I feel like there's this possibility of things not being as calm as they seem. Keep that in mind. And then in your love area, we have wicked. Check it out, check it out. Mischievous, naughty, harmful, dangerous, false portrayal, lie, cheat, beware. See, there we go with that mischievous, false portrayal, beware. I don't know, I feel like somebody's not being honest. Could be you, could be them. Someone's not being honest, and I think you kind of know. Whether this is a relationship or not, I don't know. But you kind of knew or know. And that might have been what you all were fighting about. Maybe you guys weren't fighting about that specifically. Maybe you're fighting about something different. But I feel like this is just under the surface. They're lying about something. Someone's lying about something. It could be a business partner. Could just be, just like you said, like false portrayal. So maybe you got all this abundance. You got all these great things going on. Everything's calming down. But then it's like, it's a little hint of something that you need to pay attention to. The contract ain't quite what it seems. You need to read the fine print. And then we also have clearing debts in your advice section. So your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So I feel like that definitely correlates with this increase of abundance. Maybe you guys just paid something off and you're really excited about it. And again, with that fine print, maybe you paid it off and then it's like there's some interest that you missed, or maybe, you know, the payments weren't going directly to the payment, but they were going towards, you know, something, you know. Same with the emotional burdens. Maybe you guys got that off your chest, that thing, that fight's over, and it's like, okay, we good. But the whole time the person's thinking something different. We don't know. Either way, I'm proud of you if you have paid something off. I'm proud of you if you have made an emotional step forward. But just be very careful of this little thing in the background, okay? That's all I'm seeing for you, pal number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you resonated with this video, or if you just thought it was really good advice, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye. Hey, pal number 4, welcome to your reading. We're gonna go ahead and hop right into your cards. So it seems as though you may have missed out on an opportunity, or I feel like you may have made a hasty decision based on information that you didn't collect properly before making the decision. You may have judged people too harshly too soon, or judged the opportunity too harshly too soon. I feel like some of you may be tired. Fatigue came up multiple times in your spread. I think that you may have had an opportunity, and I feel like this is job related. I really, really do, especially with the labor here. I feel like it's opportunity, success, job, professional, you know, something related of that nature. And you may be feeling a sense of regret in the beginning of July, maybe not. Because we do have the Sun card here, so there is some positivity, but I do feel the need to say that you have the ability to fix it. You have the ability to make some success and some fortune out of your situation. You just have to reevaluate what it is that's important to you and what it is that you want. And I almost feel the need to say, don't be so harsh and don't be so particular with your requirements on the way that you think that things are supposed to go. I just pictured a person who's just looking too closely on something, and you know, they're like, okay, well, it doesn't fit into this box. You know, this is your vision, and you're like, it doesn't fit into this box, so it's not what I want. But then when you zoom out, it's like, oh, or when you're not around it, you're like, wow, well, I could have and I should have, and yeah, that didn't fit, but it would have worked. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to figure it out now, and it's like, dang, it's too late. But you have the ability to fix it. You have the Sun card. The sun is shining on your face. You just have to, may have to backtrack a little bit. You may have to just push and just wait for the opportunity to come back, or you may have to just take stock, you know, of what it is you can do. Some of you may be an air sign or dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe not. This is a card of airiness and a card of bringing things to life. Humanitarianism, communication is big as well. So if you're not that sign, I feel like you just may be dabbling in that kind of area of needing to really communicate and really understand things before you make decisions upon them. Okay, so then I put 3 cards to clarify. One to clarify overall, one to clarify your love life, and then one for advice, okay? So to overall, we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Now, I don't read reversals in this deck, but this is a card of defense. This is a card of building something. You may just be really ready to protect your things. It's a possibility that I'm picturing the decision that you made or decision that you will make is one that you made out of defense. It's one that you made out of not wanting to make a mistake again. So again, it didn't fit in your box, and you're like, okay, it doesn't fit in this box. Alert, alert. And then you like aborted the mission, but in reality, you should have waited. I feel like, especially with it being in reverse, I feel the need to tell you that you can let your guard down. You can, you know, be a little more open to opportunity and not be so zoned in to what it is that you want, because you may miss out on some opportunities, or you may miss out on some really, you know, kind-hearted people if you are being a little too harsh or a little bit too critical. And then in your love area, we have looking closely, which, how funny is that? Observing, nitpicking, creeping, situation magnifying, things getting rectified, focus. Now this, I can see this going in multiple ways because it is in your love area. Observing, nitpicking, creeping. I feel like this could be a love situation. And the female issue, I didn't even think about it. She's a card of marriage and celebration, love, falling in love, things of that nature. So maybe you're nitpicking a partner and you're just looking at all the little things that you don't like about them and all the little things that you want them to be better at, and you're not really just appreciating them for who and what they are. You know, maybe you're wanting them to be a certain way, or observe, you know, just really observing them and kind of tearing them apart, but don't. And also, when I just saw creeping, it made me think of online creeping. So I just received the message. So the 7 of Water is a card of asking people to do things that you're not ready to do, or demanding things that you yourself don't follow. And I feel the need to say you can't really nitpick at someone, or you can't really ask someone to do something that you're unwilling to do. Just be fair. If you're asking for communication and love and kindness, but you're not communicating and being loving and kind, it's not fair to expect that reciprocation when you're not putting anything into the pot, if that makes any sense. Zone out a little bit. What do they do? What do you like? You know, things of that nature. And vice versa. This may be happening to you. So same vice versa. And then dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God and your angels and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal, because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your reality. It's funny that you're talking about a journal here and then there's an actual book here. You definitely need to focus on something that needs to be wrote down. I don't know what that is specifically. I'm just seeing a person sitting down with a pen or pencil rather, and a book, notebook, whatever, and they're writing in it intensely, like really focusing on it. I don't know what you need to write down, but you definitely need to write down your dreams, apparently, especially if you're asking divine questions. Write that thing down. But I feel like it's something that you are, or maybe it is your dreams. Let's not even take it that card so literally. Maybe you do need to write down what it is that you need, what it is that you want. Maybe do a pros and cons list if you are in between a decision, or if you are trying to figure something out. It may sound very literal, and it may sound opposite of what the hell I just told you not to do, but I think being able to see a physical list or physical manifestation of a problem and the solution, or the pros and the cons physically, I feel like helps you really figure something out and really make a decision on it, and be content with that decision. Okay? But that's all I'm saying for you, pile number 4. Thank you so much for watching. If you resonated with this video, or if you just found it helpful, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.